Go up onto the roof of an old Japanese house, and you will find a face. It sits at the end of the ridge tile, horned, scowling, mouth open, weathered by 200 years of rain. Nobody finds this odd. It is a demon installed deliberately at the highest point of a family home. In February, the same family will stand in the doorway, throw roasted beans into the garden, and shout at a demon to get out. And when a Japanese speaker wants to say a coach is relentless or a player is unbelievably strong, the word they reach for is oni. Demon. It is praise. Roof, doorway, dictionary. A culture that keeps its demons this close is not trying to banish them. So, what were the oni before they grew horns, and what are they actually guarding? Everyone in Japan can draw one. 2 horns on the forehead, sometimes 1. A wide mouth with tusks at the corners. Wild hair. Skin and flat, impossible color, usually red, often blue, occasionally green or black. Around the waist, a loincloth of tiger skin. Over one shoulder, a kanabo, a studded iron club, which is where the phrase oni in kanabo comes from. A demon with an iron club, meaning something already formidable handed something that makes it worse. It is one of the most stable images in Japanese visual culture, which makes the word behind it a surprise. The explanation most often repeated traces oni to the reading on, written with the character for hidden, concealed, out of sight. Not a face at all. The opposite of a face. The thing you cannot see. Before the horns, there was nothing to look at. The earliest oni in the written record are not creatures. They are events. A plague that empties a village in a fortnight. Lightning that splits a pine and kills the man beneath it. A famine year. A traveler who walks into a field at dusk and is simply never found. An 8th century provincial record from Izumo contains one of the oldest references, an oni that ate a man. It does not describe what it looked like, because that was not the point. The point was that something had taken him. Earlier in this series, we looked at the yokai, and at how naming a thing is a way of handling it. The oni is the older, harder version of that instinct. Not a monster anyone had seen. A word for the part of the world that takes things without explaining. So where did the horns come from? From a compass. Chinese geomancy, which Japan imported wholesale, divides the horizon into 12 segments and names each one after an animal of the zodiac. The northeast falls exactly on the boundary between 2 of them, the ox and the tiger. Ushitora, ox-tiger, and the northeast was the unlucky quarter, the direction bad things came from. In Japan, it acquired a name of its own, Kimen, the demon gate. Now look at the standard oni again. Horns of an ox, a loincloth of tiger skin. The explanation given for centuries is that the demon simply inherited the animals of the direction it came from. A point on a compass, assembled into a body. It may well be a tidy rationalization invented after the fact. It is also the most elegant thing in the whole tradition. Buddhism arrived and gave the oni a job. Japan already had a land of the dead. We met it earlier in this series. Yomi, dark and polluting, a place you fled from and then washed yourself clean of. What Buddhism brought was something else. An afterlife with procedure. In the Buddhist hells, the dead are processed. They are brought before Enma, judge of the underworld, whose court keeps a mirror that replays everything you did without letting you narrate it. And the officers of that court, the ones who drag the prisoners in and work the cauldrons, are oni. 2 are famous enough to be named. Gozu and Mezu. Oxhead and Horseface. Note the ox arriving again, from an entirely different direction, landing in the same place. By the medieval period, these scenes were painted on hell scrolls and carried round the country by traveling monks, in detail, in color. The formless thing had been issued a uniform. Which brings us to the beans. Setsubun falls in early February, the eve of spring in the old calendar, the scene between one year's energy and the next, and seams are where things get through. So on that evening, in houses and temples across Japan, people throw food at a demon. Roasted soybeans, specifically, flung out of the open door with the shout, Oni wa soto, fuku wa achi. Demons out, fortune in. Then the door closes, and many people eat 1 bean for each year of their life, plus 1 for the year ahead. Why beans? The usual explanation is a pun. Mame is bean. Written with different characters, the same sound reads as destroying the demon. And they are roasted for a practical reason. A raw bean, thrown into the garden, might sprout. Nobody wants that taking root outside. Every Japanese child gets the demons as an enemy first. Momotaro. A childless couple find an enormous peach floating down a river, and inside it is a boy. He grows up, learns that Oni on an island offshore have been raiding the coast, and announces that he is going to deal with it. His mother packs him millet dumplings. On the road, he recruits a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant, one dumpling each. They cross to Onigashima, Demon Island, storm the gate, defeat the Oni, and come home with the treasure the demons had stolen. It is the cleanest story in the canon. Demons take, heroes take back, everyone eats. But notice what the tale has already assumed. The Oni live on an island. They have a fortress with a gate. They are not chaos anymore. They are neighbors in the wrong place. The demons even produced a king. The legend of Shuten Doji is set on Mount Oi, northwest of the old capital. In the telling, he is enormous, red-skinned, and holds a court of lesser Oni in a palace in the mountains, from which they carry off the sons and daughters of the nobility. His name means something like drunkard boy. He is said to have been beautiful as a youth, and to have become what he became partly through drink. The court sends the warrior Minamoto no Reiko and a handful of retainers. They do not fight their way in. They disguise themselves as mountain ascetics, ask for shelter, and offer their host sake that has been treated so that it is harmless to men and paralyzing to demons. Japan's most fearsome monster is beaten by hospitality, accepted in good faith. And then the tradition does something strange. Go back to that roof tile. The Onigawara sits at the end of the ridge, or at the corner, facing outward, glaring. It is not decoration, and it is not a trophy. It is on duty. The logic is blunt. Nothing frightens a demon like a demon. So you put one at the highest, most exposed point of the building, aimed at whatever might be coming, and it holds the line. The same reasoning stands at temple gates in a larger form. The two Neo, muscular and furious, one mouth open and one shut, are guardian kings, protective figures wearing terror as a working uniform. Japan had spent centuries learning what its demons looked like. Then it took that face, turned it around, and pointed it at the dark. On the Oga Peninsula in Akita, in the far north, the demons come to the door. On New Year's Eve, young men of the village put on huge carved masks with bulging eyes and tusks, straw capes, and straw boots. They carry wooden blades. They go house to house through the snow, stamping, roaring the question every local child dreads. Are there any crybabies here? Any lazy children? The children scream. Some of them genuinely hide. And then the head of the household invites the demons in, seats them, and serves them sake and food, because these are not intruders. They are Reihashin, visiting deities, who come from outside once a year to scold the household into shape and leave a blessing behind. UNESCO inscribed the tradition in 2018. A terrifying thing at the door, on a schedule, honored as a guest. The bean throwing has an ancestor, and it was a state ceremony. Tsuno was performed at the Heian court on the last night of the year. Officials in masks drove the pestilent spirits out of the palace with bows of peach wood and reed arrows, a Chinese rite, adopted and adapted, run by the government as annual maintenance on the realm. It moved outward from there. Temples took it up as Onioi, the demon chase, and in that setting the demons became the show. At Horyuji and elsewhere, masked Oni stamp through the hall with torches until they are driven off. In Oita, the Oni of the Shujo Oni festival swing burning brands over the crowd, and being touched by that fire is a blessing. Somewhere in those centuries the ritual quietly changed. People stopped being frightened and started queuing for tickets. In the 1930s, a children's author named Hamada Hirasuke wrote a story that changed how the Oni feels. A red Oni lives near a village and wants, more than anything, to be friends with the humans. He puts up a sign inviting them in for tea and cakes. Nobody comes. They know what he is. His friend the Blue Oni proposes a plan. The Blue Oni will attack the village, the Red Oni will drive him off, and the Red Oni will be hailed as a protector. It works perfectly. The humans open their doors. Then the red Oni goes to thank his friend and finds the house empty, and a letter. If I stay nearby, they will remember what you are. So I am going far away. Be well. Generations of Japanese children have read that letter. It is the moment the demon becomes someone you can lose. The Oni never left the language. A coach who runs you into the ground is an Oni kochi, a demon coach, and it is not entirely an insult. Among younger speakers, Oni has become a plain intensifier. Oni tsuyoi, demon strong, meaning insanely strong. The word has drifted into signifying simply the maximum of a thing. There is a proverb that runs, talk about next year, and the demons laugh. A warning against planning too far ahead. There is another, Oni no mi ni mo na maida. Tears even in a demon's eye. For the moment, a hard person softens. And the record-breaking comic and film phenomenon Demon Slayer is, in the original Japanese, a story about hunting Oni. Its success put the word in front of a global audience that had never needed it before. 12 centuries on, still working. There is one more Oni, and statistically it is the one that gets played the most. Onigako. Tag. In Japanese playgrounds, the child who is it is not it. That child is the Oni. You do not shout you're it. You shout Oni, and everyone runs. Think about what that game actually rehearses. One player is temporarily outside the group. Their whole role is to pursue, and everyone else's role is to keep away from them. And the instant they catch someone, the Oni transfers. The demon is a position, not a person, and by the end of the afternoon, everyone has been it. There are versions of tag everywhere on Earth. Japan is one of the few places where the chaser is named after the thing at the gate. Children learning the arrangement, at speed, for fun. Not every Oni was born one. In no theater there is a mask called the hanya. 2 horns, metal eyes, a mouth open on teeth, and eyebrows and cheeks that still belong to a woman. Look at it straight, and it is enraged. Tilt it down, and the same carved face reads as grief. That double reading is the entire point. The hanya is worn for women in the plays who have been betrayed or abandoned, and whose jealousy has hardened into something with horns. In Dajaji, a woman's obsession turns her into a serpent. In Aoi no Yui, a living woman's resentment leaves her body and goes hunting on its own. There are older legends too, like the demon crone of Adakigahara, alone in a hut on a moor. The tradition's most frightening figures are not invaders. They are people the community failed. Set this beside the Western demon, and the difference is structural. The devil of the Christian tradition is an absolute. He is not a hazard at the edge of the village. He is an angel who rebelled and was cast out of heaven, in permanent opposition, and the correct response to him is expulsion. Exorcism, in that framework, is a removal. The goal state is 0 demons. Japan never sought that number. The Oni is bad in the way weather is bad. It brings plague, and it brings famine, and it also brings the spring, and it can be negotiated with, invited in on New Year's Eve, fed, thanked, and asked politely to come back next year. So the Oni is not defeated. It is positioned, which is a far stranger achievement than victory, because it means the culture never had to pretend that the dangerous part of the world had been dealt with. And this belief was built into cities. Kyoto's northeast is Mount High, and on it stands Enryakuji. The temple came first. Saicho founded it in 788, a few years before the capital moved into the valley below. But once the city was there, the geography read as design, and Enryakuji was understood as the temple holding the capital's demon gate shut. 8 centuries later, that reading was applied deliberately. When the Tokugawa built Edo, the monk Tenkai founded Kenyaiji at Ueno, in the northeast quarter, on Enryakuji's model, and gave it a mountain name meaning Eastern High. Nothing accidental about it. You can see the same anxiety in miniature at the Kyoto Imperial Palace, where the northeast corner of the wall is not a corner. It is notched inward, so the demon gate has nothing to aim at. So, the question we started with. Look at where the Oni actually appears, and a pattern emerges immediately. The ridge of the roof. The doorway on the night the season turns. The gate of the temple. The island offshore. The last hour of the year. The northeast corner of the city wall. Every one of those is an edge. Inside and outside, order, and everything else, this year and next. The Oni is not really a monster. It is the marker Japan puts on a boundary so that the boundary can be seen. And once you can see a line, you can stand on it, cross it deliberately, or hold it. Which is why the horns ended up facing outward. The thing built out of everything people were afraid of got handed the job of standing between them in it. This series began at a torii gate, a frame with nothing in it, standing at the edge of sacred ground, marking a line you were meant to notice before you crossed it. 11 episodes later, we are at another gate, and there is a demon on it. That is the whole tradition in one movement. Japan spent 1,000 years learning to mark its boundaries carefully, with rope and salt and water, with gardens, with a blade nobody intended to draw, and then it put the most frightening face it could imagine on the outermost edge and told it to face the dark. We are working through this tradition one subject at a time, so if you want the rest of it, consider subscribing. Sacred Japan ends here, 11 episodes from the first torii. And the demon on the gate turns out to have been the gatekeeper all along. Next time, we open a new chapter, Edo life. A palace wing of 1,000 women, sealed behind a single guarded door, where almost no man could ever enter. The shogunzuku, who actually held power inside it, and what daily life there was really like. Until then, check the roof of the next old building you pass. Someone put a face up there for you.